Okay, I had to connect this speaker, so or my microphone, so sorry about that. Let me throw this feed up. Okay, I had to connect this speaker, so well, at least we know the audio is working. So I had to prop this feed up. How are y'all doing though? Yeah, I'm telling y'all, when you got a bunch of stuff to do, it becomes very difficult to stay off of a sprained ankle. It's really hard to do when you have stuff to do, especially when you just got back and you left your place for nearly 2 weeks and you need to go grocery shopping and other stuff and you can't do it because you're supposed to stay off your ankle. And I just don't see how that's possible. But y'all, I'm trying. I'm trying. My ankle is better. A lot of the swelling went down. The cast makes it easy to walk, easier to walk on it. But I do need to, I do still need to elevate it because sometimes like I'll know I need to get off of it because it'll start like throbbing a little bit. But other than that, like most of the pain is actually gone. Although sometimes it does still throb a little bit. They put like a little, it's more like a compression cast on it. It's more, but it's not the big bulky one. It's more like a compression one. Like I can tell that it's more compression-y. Oh, I need to get, hold on, because I'm getting hot in here. So hold on. Let me run and go get this fan real quickly. Well, not run. Sorry. I knocked over at this desk. I'm gonna turn the camera on in a minute. At my desk, I have a garbage can under it that I'm trying to prop my feet up on because I have to elevate it. And the lid fell off, so I'm just putting that back on. I'm gonna run and grab my fan so I can be cooler. Because it's not hot to where I need the air conditioner, so the fan will work. So hold on. I'm gonna wobble in here and get it. Okay. Turn it on. We'll get started. I want to show y'all this a piece of this interview because there was a person. I don't have a fracture; it's a sprain. Yeah, it's sprained. It's not fractured. Thank the universe. Thank God, the universe, whoever, because I don't think I could deal with a fractured ankle. I couldn't deal with that. Mm-mm. I'm happy it's not a fracture, actually. I'll tell y'all, I was sending it up to the universe. Don't let it be fractured. Don't let it be fractured. But I knew it wasn't fractured because it didn't hurt enough to be fractured, and it wasn't bruising. Like there would be some outside bruising if there was a fracture, but it did hurt around the bone area, though. That is the area that it hurt around, but fortunately, it's not fractured. It's just sprained. And so, yeah, so that's what it is. But I'm gonna look into y'all know the whole Lyft lawsuit thing. I'm gonna have to look into that because somebody posted something on YouTube saying that she lost her lawsuit, which I need to fact check that because a lot of people are putting out really false information right now. Like and I think maybe it has something to do with Donald Trump being in the office and him being compelled to lie all the time. Maybe that's making people feel like it's okay to put out false information. But a lot of people are starting to put out false information. And so what I'm doing is I'm like fact checking and looking into the information that's being put out there. And someone put out there that she lost her lawsuit, which it wouldn't be a loss to a lawsuit. It would be whether she's allowed to proceed with it or not. And so if they dismissed her lawsuit, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if they appeal. Hold on for a second. Yeah, so while we're listening to the audio of this interview, while we're listening to it, I'm going to look into the Lyft situation because I want to see if she did. But first, I want to show y'all a part of this interview. I'm not going to play the same thing because I'm not going to listen to the narrative that Black women should put aside what Telvin Osborne was saying about them and still advocate for them. Like, I don't like that narrative. It's given Drapetomania. It's given white people creating a mental illness around slaves wanting to escape. That's what it's giving. And so I won't entertain the lunacy of anybody suggesting that Black women ignore the fact that this man hated them and advocate for them anyway. It's like, really, no, they shouldn't. It's like this is a problem. The lady claims she knows the family. She claims that she's been friends with the cousin for a while. In the beginning of the interview, he states what the problem, what the altercation happened due to. And so we're going to go over that. They always want us to be the bigger person. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, this isn't you're the bigger person if you're not pissing on his grave, as far as I'm concerned. You're the bigger person if you don't go target his family, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you have a right to choose to not, and you should not advocate for somebody who literally said they care about a dog more than you. A dog is more appealing than you are. It's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this is the tone that she's taking. And so with the lady who's doing the interview is making me look at her sideways, because it's like, if anybody is suggesting that Black women's attitude is anything except what it is now, then understand that they are an enemy to you. Yeah, his current family members did double down. The only person who's not is his cousin. And his cousin has maintained his mindset the entire time. And so I really want y'all to listen to this because there's some interesting things. It's within the first 30 minutes. And that's with me skipping the first 10 minutes. So it's about 20 minutes that I want y'all to listen to. And so let me pull this up and we go share the screen because I had to I watched the part of this already, but I had to go back and find the minute mark to show you guys. And so I want y'all to see it. So let me share the screen. Okay, here it is. All right, so this is what we're going to be going over. Let me just pull this up on let me just pull the chat up on my phone so I can keep up with the chat and see what y'all are saying while we listening to this. And I'm also in the background going to be looking up this Lyft situation to see if the person is just not allowed to proceed with it, because that doesn't, you winning or losing means you went through the trial phase, you went through the court phase. If you settle, that's not a win or a lose. If the lawsuit is dismissed, that's not you losing because you didn't proceed and go through the process. So sometimes it's just a matter of people not really understanding the proper language. But in any event, let's get into this. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit, not too much, but just enough. Like, I want to be able for y'all to be able to hear it. So I'll just put it on 1.25 because that's just a little faster. And let me play it.
Remember, before I bring them up, because I want you to know a little bit about them. This is my personal friend, by the way. Okay, this family member, his name, by the way, is Mark Stevenson. He is a 20-year veteran of the United States Navy. He's an entrepreneur, a social media influencer, and a community activist. Professionally, he has a background in data analytics and human capital. Civically, besides being an active member of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity in Columbus, Ohio, chapter of the NAACP, Mark serves as the vice president of the NAASD, a grassroots-led coalition of reparations and social justice advocates from across the U.S., and is the host of its Culture podcast. Politically, Mark has testified before United Nations Council for People of African Descent, worked as a data analyst for former President Barack Obama's 2008 campaign, and most recently worked as a field organizer for Judge Stephanie Mingo 2021 judicial campaign, and twice assisting Morgan Harper's run for U.S. Congress, both in Ohio.
So
Mark holds a BS in computer science.
So this is her introduction of him. I can skip past this if y'all want me to. If y'all want me to skip past her introduction of him, I can do that, because what she's giving now is an introduction. So let me just skip past it a little bit. Okay, so here's when he comes up. Now, Mark Stevenson is the one that was on the tweets. He is the one who made one of the first TikTok videos about this situation. So, he is the person, like a lot of news articles are actually using his TikTok video. So I say that to say that he is actually the cousin of this man. So let's go.
Great to see you. It has been a long time. We go way back. And I see Chanel. I see my sister Chanel in the chat. Hey sis.
Oh, this is a whole family. I'm telling you. Yes, tell the people how we met. Tell the people how we met. Tell people where and how we met.
So we were in Virginia. We were actually in a gospel singing group together. And we used to go around Virginia, up and down the East Coast, singing the praises of the Lord. That's what.
Didn't I tell y'all their family was Christian? Didn't I tell y'all that Tailboat Rackins dude with his white worship? Didn't I tell y'all they were Christians, spewing that hatred towards Black women and uplifting whiteness? And we know, because this is how Christianity be playing out, super hypocritical. Let's continue.
We're doing yes. I see you there. Hey sis. Hey, how you doing?
So yes, I met Mark when he was in the military. I told you guys that I'm from Virginia. Mark is in the military. Chanel was in the military. Yep. And listen, these two, before you left, you became a chief, right?
Yep.
And before she left, she became a chief.
Yep. That's my sister.
I told y'all, so the producers don't know no dummies. I don't know any. Okay. So that's how we met, and we met in a singing in a gospel group.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, we sang that place down. Y'all, Mr. Mark,
no, SC, no.
I seen this part.
The house down. Okay, we should be back to shouting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, the people.
We country folk. You know what I'm saying? Like people.
I want to extend my condolences, my deepest condolences to your family, to your aunt, and just to everyone that is affected by this. Nobody is winning in this situation. No one is winning in this situation. But I want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and start off telling the people a little bit about your cousin. Let's start out with a little bit about him.
Well, I mean, we country folk, you know what I'm saying? Like people, I tell people when they think about people from Georgia, they always associate everybody with Atlanta. Like Atlanta is Atlanta. That's
Now, look, I'm pausing it right here because I want y'all to understand that what I was saying about this dude when I called him a backwoods bandit in my video, he a backwoods bandit. Because what I know about black men like Telbo Rackins is that they will surround themselves with only white people. In Atlanta, in the city part, just kind of like in Charlotte, for example, you're not going to get the backwoods people. You're going to get the people who are used to a melting pot, because these are what these cities are. Like Atlanta, Charlotte, those cities don't involve people who are native to Georgia. They have some of them, but a lot of them are from different parts of the country. Like you will have people from New York or Philly. They'll move to Atlanta and Charlotte. So these are backwoods bandits. This was a bandit who moved over to the backwoods, and he's about to let you know that indeed they live in the backwoods. So let me that's why I called him a backwoods bandit, because I had a hunch that this bandit done moved to a exclusively white community. And you can just tell by the way they talk. You can tell by the way his brother spoke that they're backwoods bandits.
It's not Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So we country folk, we from the rural part, right below Augusta, Georgia, Midville, Waynesboro, Burke County area. And so down there it's still Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? We still dealing with Jim Crow down there. So, Telvin, he wasn't no gangster, he wasn't no hood dude, you know what I'm saying? He had a good job, he was working at a nuclear plant, you know what I'm saying, making money, young guy, you know what I'm saying? But online he had a persona, and that I think the whole his preference in women was a problem, not just on social media, it was a problem back at home too. You know what I'm saying? Like he took a lot of heat for that, not just from just people out in the community, from our own family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something, bringing white women home is not something that is very, very common in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I left and went in the Navy, one of the things my mom told me was that she can't use my comb, don't bring her home. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be bringing nothing home.
So look, I want to comment on this because this is something that really bothers me about Black people that I noticed. And it's the same thing that I said was disturbing to me when I lived in Detroit. And this is why I'm pausing it, because there are too many circumstances that Black people are able to find comfort in. We are in 2025, Midville, Georgia, that I just looked up. Anybody want to take a guess at what the racial demographics of Midville, Georgia is? Because I just looked it up. And when I drop this on y'all are going to really see what Black pathology is. So I looked up Midville, Georgia's racial demographics, and it says Black or African American, 71.9%, white, 16.8%, other Hispanic, 7.8%. Now, this is what Google AI said, but if you go on to populationreview.com, or if you look at datausa.com, it'll tell you, okay, well, Black people in that area are about roughly 60%. Now, literally, the senator for these are Democrats, okay? These are Democrats who are running this, with a very high population of Black people. Because if you look at World Population Review, it says, according to the most recent ACS, the racial composition of Midville was Black or African American, 61.71%, and white, 30%. So the fact that this man is saying they're still dealing with Jim Crow, although they are the majority in that city, is a problem. So these are some comfortable plantation Negroes. These are some Negroes who don't mind being in racism. Why are you comfortable being in Jim Crow when most of that city is Black? Yep, and it shows once again black men going out of their way to get with white women. Exactly. So the whole excuse of, oh, where he lives, there just ain't no black people. No. Number one, this is a majority black city where black people are dealing with Jim Crow, and bandits are still, despite dealing with Jim Crow, laying up with women of no color. Just like how back in actual Jim Crow, black men were in the Supreme Court petitioning to be with white women instead of getting themselves out of Jim Crow. Yep, those are the ones that usually say they never face racism. Exactly. Let's get into this.
That don't look like us. So I know that sentiment. So was a problem not just on social media. It was a problem back at home too. You know what I'm saying? Like he took a lot of heat for that, not just from just people out in the community, from our own family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something, you know, bringing white women home is not something that is very, very common in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I left and went in the Navy, one of the things my mom told me was that she can't use my comb, don't bring her home. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be bringing nothing home that don't look like us. So I know that sentiment. So having that go on, he was taking a lot of heat. So, you know what I'm saying? He lashing out and all that stuff there because he wasn't getting no support for it. But, you know, unfortunately, this situation happened and it's just messed up altogether because it shouldn't have happened at all. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad situation because nobody wins. You got two families that are completely destroyed now, and you got children involved. So, you know, while everybody online can, you know, get their one-offs and stuff like that, we still, as family members, got to pick up the pieces. You know what I'm saying? Got to bury them, which is happening tomorrow. And then, you know what I'm saying, here goes a custody battle with the state over custody of kids and everything else. And then we still got a court case that we don't know if it's going to be a court case or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where, you know, me as an activist, that's where I kind of came in at. And that's how this thing kind of took off because, you know, with me tweeting what I tweeted, I didn't expect it to get 38 million views on Twitter and, you know, end up on the Shade Room and, you know, end up
and then not on the Shade Room. Not on the
Shade Room, right? You know what I'm saying? And every other social media platform and, you know what I'm saying? So I actually took the tweet down because out of respect for my family, I just didn't like the fact that those people were, you know what I'm saying, the narrative had shifted. I understand what my cousin was saying. I don't condone none of the stuff that he was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't disrespect the black women. Like you can date who you want to date. You don't have to, you know, have those views. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to denigrate one to elevate another. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that, you know better than.
And see, this is the energy his brother should have came with. Because for me, just based on him saying, I understand what my cousin was saying. I don't condone it. I don't think you can, like, what he's saying would make you want to have empathy for him. If his brother would have came out here saying what this cousin is saying, acknowledging that his cousin was a trash bag bandit, acknowledging that he was worshiping white women while denigrating black women, if he had came out here and said this, I think the black community would be more receptive to him. Not getting up there talking about, the only people who mad is the bitter black bitches, and yeah, he said it, and that's what he meant. You don't do that when you're trying to get people to empathize with you. So really, they should have put him out there to begin with. He should have been the one speaking. Divine said, no empathy. It's too hot. Yeah, I don't think you should be out there marching anyway. I don't think anybody should march. But what I think is that their family probably wouldn't have been met with the height of the aggression that they were met with if the brother would have came out and had this mindset. And because he's saying what needs to be said. Yes, I understand that he said all that, but as a family, we have this and that going on. We don't condone it. This has been a problem for everybody. However, we can't control what he says. I understand what this dude is saying. Right, talking exactly, Jules. You don't come talking shit online when you want people to do something for you.
People that do it to us, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have had more conversations with him. Saying like the fact that those people were, you know what I'm saying, the narrative had shifted. I understand what my cousin was saying. I don't condone none of the stuff that he was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't disrespect the black women. Like you can date who you want to date. You don't have to, have those views. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to denigrate one to elevate another. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that, you know better than people that do it to us. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have had more conversations with him to, you know what I'm saying, to kind of understand the psyche. But like I said, you know, I've been gone, 25 years, you know what I'm saying? And what goes on back down in Georgia, I'm kind of privy to it on the outside. So the way I found out really and truly was that I was actually reading the paper because we have a Facebook page and it's called the Jail Report. So they always put out the local stuff that's going on at home. So I subscribed to it. So I saw it. And at first they didn't have no names. They just said, woman alleges she shot boyfriend with gun. You know, and that was it. It was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So as the story started to come out, that's when it was, nah, this is Telvin. You know what I'm saying? So his brother put it out on Facebook first, and they weren't getting no answers. You know what I'm saying? So as the story kind of festered, the community back at home was like, okay, this story don't make no sense. Why isn't this girl arrested yet? Who cleans their gun at 5 a.m. in the morning? Y'all were just together the night before. He was just with his cousins at the barbershop in Waynesboro Saturday night, getting his haircut, you know, taking pictures and stuff like that. Before they went out, they both were out. They, you know what I'm saying? They both were at the club together. He was on Instagram Live.
Hold on, because I want y'all to pay attention to this. He's telling you what happened. He's literally telling you right now what happened and what led up to the altercation that got this bandit killed. And I want y'all to really listen because this is so ironic. This is now making me think this was karma. This had to be karma the way it was laying out. The way it was laying out, it had to be karma based on what the cousin is saying happened. So let me go back so y'all can hear it because he's about to tell you exactly what happened, why this man died. Facebook first, and they weren't getting no answers. You know what I'm saying? So as the story kind of festered, the community back at home was like, okay, this story don't make no sense. Why isn't this girl arrested yet? Who cleans their gun at 5 a.m. in the morning? Y'all were just together the night before. He was just with his cousins at the barbershop in Waynesboro Saturday night, getting his haircut, you know, taking pictures and stuff like that. Before they went out, they both were out. They, you know what I'm saying? They both were at the club together. He was on Instagram Live, you know, filming from the club while they were in there dancing. So some of the videos that people are seeing of her dancing in the club, that's actually Telvin's phone. He's the one that's live streaming that. So it basically was some other girls in the club. They were on Telvin, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't like it. Argument ensues, you know. Remember those black girls in the video, y'all? Remember that video going around where there's the two black women in there? Beckisha had a problem. Beckisha sounds like bust one in this bandit because of those black women over there. Yep, he was jealous. He was talking to black women. And mind you, this is coming from a bandit who literally said he had died over a white woman. No, bro, you didn't die over a white woman. You died over a black woman. You died over two black women. She was mad because he was interacting with these black women. And that's why he done popped. Because that's what the video is. Because he's telling you that video that you saw that Telvin was recording that had those two black women in it that look way better than that Beckisha. Yeah, that's where she was throwing up the pow fingers. That video is why he got killed. Check. Who cleans their gun at 5 a.m. in the morning? Y'all were just together the night before. He was just with his cousins at the barbershop in Waynesboro Saturday night, getting his haircut, you know, taking pictures and stuff like that. Before they went out, they both were out. They, you know what I'm saying? They both were at the club together. He was on Instagram Live, you know, filming from the club while they were in there dancing. So some of the videos that people are seeing of her dancing in the club, that's actually Telvin's phone. He's the one that's live streaming that. So it basically was some other girls in the club. They were on Telvin, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't like it. Argument ensues, you know, they get home, they both been drinking, pushing and shoving, gun gets involved, bam, one to the chest, you know what I'm saying? Laid out, wait, you know, about 30 minutes before calling the police, and then, you know, a story has been concocted, and then the police don't do anything. They don't rope off the area, don't make it a crime scene, don't do anything. They just kind of take a story, and then obviously my cousin goes to the hospital, dies at the hospital, and the rest is history.
Now, allegedly, why was there nothing done?
Well, because her dad got ties to law enforcement. He's a cop, you know, so he was a cop down there in Burke County. The police down there are not doing anything when it comes to some white person shooting some black person. That is. But I guarantee you, they not go sue the police down there for violating the equal protection of the law. I bet you they not gonna do that because if the police, if what they saying is true,
which now they already arrested and charged her, so there's no case anymore. But if what they were saying was true, then it looks like you would have been walking up on an equal protection of the law problem. Because we already know a black man, without question, would have been arrested on the spot. A black person would be arrested on the spot, no questions asked, if they would have shot a person. Accident or not, they would have still been arrested. Queen Palo Alto, white women don't only like black men who don't pay attention to black women. So because that dude told her a fantasy and appeared probably to her to be tricking her into thinking he didn't have an interest in black women, and then he in the club talking to him, that's a problem for Becky. She just got lethal after that.
Like I said, we still dealing with Jim Crow in this area. This ain't the city. This is rural Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, where all the black folks are pretty much related to each other. You know what I'm saying? In one way or another, somehow or another, we're all interconnected to each other. You know, so they weren't going to do anything. They weren't doing anything. They weren't giving no answers. Like I said, they didn't rope off the house. It wasn't a crime scene. They didn't come over there, take pictures, nothing. It was just, they took some statements, and that was pretty much it. And they weren't telling his brother Roger pretty much anything. And he was the one that was really amplifying it. Like, this don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened that, you know, when my sister told me that it was him, and I was like, oh no. You know, I started kind of digging in to see what was going on. Started reaching out to some of my family down there, and they told me the situation. I said, you know what? I'm gonna use my platform. I'm gonna use my platform. This is my family. Not because I didn't follow him on social media. I had never seen anything that he posted, but it's just my fam. So because this is an injustice, I'm an activist. I'm going to talk about it. And this just happened to be my family. So I put it out there. It went viral, and I was like, okay, now we get the pressure, and the calls started coming. So the community started calling the sheriff's department, and then finally they decided to do a press conference where they said that they were charging her with first degree involuntary manslaughter, and then they arrested her, and then they booked her, and that was around 20, about 2 o'clock that afternoon. That was around 2 o'clock that afternoon. I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm trying to figure out one of them days. It was the same day I posted. It was the same day.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here because this is all that I meant to show. I just wanted y'all to hear from the cousin's mouth what happened and why this bandit was killed. And I think it's really ironic that you would have a dude who all of those tweets came out where he's belittling and berating and degrading black women. He would prefer, as he said, to be with a white dog, be over a black woman. So it's really interesting that, hold on, because my camera is sliding down, and it's the lens seems. I'm going to end up having to get a new camera. I think I'm going to get a new camera because this one is just annoying me. It really is. Yeah, my microphone didn't look muted. I don't know why the microphone was muted. It's something happened with it. But here's the thing. So I'll just say it over again. Wait, are we? Okay, yeah, we are. Okay. So I'll just say what I was saying again. It's fine. So this is a dude who's in tweets like denigrating black women. This is what we know. He's saying vile, treacherous things about black women. We all saw the tweets. He's literally saying he'd prefer to be with a dog than a black woman. So it raises the question of why would this man be giving any attention to any black woman? That's the question there. A man who feels that way towards Black women, even if Black women wanted to give him some attention, he should not be giving them attention. So I'm pretty sure giving Black women attention, it was probably confusing to this Beckisha, because he probably done laid up and pillow talked to her about Black women. She's probably used to him demeaning and degrading Black women to like the highest extent. So if you're doing all that, why would you even then turn around and be giving Black women attention in the club? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm a Beckisha, that's gonna throw me off. If I'm a Beckisha, I'm like, okay, well, what you mean you giving Black women attention? You done said ABC to any about these women. So do you like them or do you not like them? Becky don't want to have competition with Black women. That's not what white women want to do. They don't want to come into the community and then feel like they have to compete with Black women for Black men. And I'm pretty sure that Beckisha probably was like, oh, you trying to put me in competition with Black women. Not saying that's the reason to kill anybody. Not saying that that's a valid reason. But I'm just wondering how Beckisha, Backwoods Becky, how she felt in that situation with this Black man who's constantly ragging on Black women. And then he's constantly ragging on Black women, but then he's like the main one who talking to him at the club. But then you talking to him at the club after you done set up here and said all this about Black women. Sorry, y'all, my scarf was trying to unravel itself because this band obviously don't want to keep it on there even though it's supposed to. So maybe I just didn't put it on right, because this thing will slide right off if this ain't on here properly. They act like it's easy to keep scarves on your head. It's really not. It's really not. Or maybe I need to take lessons from people who be doing them, because yeah, it did. It tried to pop me in the face, didn't it? Yeah, but she probably did. It's like, because women of no color ain't trying to compete with Black women for no man. This is why they like the bandits who sit up in videos and talk negatively about Black women. That for them, that boosts their ego. It gives them a sense of security that they're not going to have to lose this Black man to a Black woman. Those white women be wanting the reassurance that she never has to worry about being cheated on with a Black woman or anything like that. That's just the reality of what it is. They ain't interested in that. And then she at a club and she was pissed. She was at a club and she saw this dude and she said, no, this ain't anything I can get over. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toe tag you. And now with all of these details coming out, it's definitely making me feel like this wasn't no accident. I don't think that was an accident at all. Yeah, I don't think it was at all. But we'll see what ends up coming out, because I mean, they still dealing with Jim Crow down there, and it sounds like they don't have a problem.
Up with a dog.
It sounds like they don't have a problem dealing with Jim Crow down there. But I want to move on to a video that I want to show y'all. This is related to marriage, and I want to show y'all a couple videos, actually, that relate to marriage. So let me show y'all this first video that relates to marriage. And I don't know, hold on, because I'm not. Did y'all see Millie Bobby Brown out there mad because basically she getting dragged for aging like a white woman ages? Sorry, I'm trying to do something. Yeah, because I need to move this tab over, because that's not the one I'm trying to talk about. Okay. So I found this to be really interesting. Let me show y'all a comment section here. I want to show y'all how delusional a lot of women are. And the reason why I want to go over this is because it kind of spills into the Yandy video that we talked about yesterday, where Yandy sitting in the street screaming over this bandit, like a situation that I would hope y'all would never allow yourself to be in. Because when you get to the point to where you just screaming out on the streets and the bandit that you screaming over is sitting there with like a blank expression on his face, that's a problem. But this speaks to the mentality of women who will sit up here and think it's another woman's job to make sure their husband doesn't cheat. The marriage to you shouldn't, it should be the only thing that's needed to make a man not cheat on his wife. That's the only thing. No one should be to blame except the husband, and no wife should be expecting anything to happen except for their husband to turn down anybody who's trying to get them to cheat. The Yandy is pathetic, but I think any woman who blames other women for their cheating spouses, I think those women are just as pathetic as Yandy, to be honest. To be honest, I feel like the women who blame other women for their husbands cheating, they are just as pathetic as Yandy. Because here's the thing, if I'm in a marriage and I can expect my husband to turn down women, even if women are giving him advances, even if women do know that he's married, it's on him to turn those women down. He should be rejecting those women. It shouldn't matter whether the woman knows or does not know. At the end of the day, he should be turning them down. The wife should be able to count on the husband saying, you know what, I'm flattered, and if I was single, then of course I would be with you, but I'm married, so I got to be loyal to my wife. Why is your husband not turning down the advances of these women? Yeah, you can say, why is she giving a married man advances? You can assume that she knows that he's married. I don't think a dishonest, cheating man is going to be honest to either of the women that he's trying to use. I just don't believe that. The bottom line is your husband should be turning down the advances. Married women get hit on all the time too. Married women decline the advances. Why can't married men do that? Exclusive said Yandy at her big age still fighting chicks half her age over musty crusting and feces is disgraceful. It is. It's extremely disgraceful. But if Yandy feels that Mendices is worth all of this heartache, then he worth all the heartache. Yep, Yandy, these women are out here embarrassing themselves every single day. So she said, going on a first date because I'm at the age where they could be married. Married men hate glitter. And of course, married men hate glitter because then it shows that he was with another woman. So you see with the post here, it says single women are spraying themselves in glitter to put cheating husbands on blast. Now, obviously, the glitter is evidence. Unless the wife somehow wears the same glitter, then the glitter would be evidence that he has been with another woman. Now, you see the caption here where it says, I'm at the age where they could be married. So the case in point here is she don't know whether this man is married or not. But clearly they know that married men, even when they are married, they're going to disregard their marriage. And if it's not with one woman, it will be with another. So this is from the New York Post, and it said, glitter is the herpes of the craft world, but single women are using it for protection. A woman went viral on TikTok after she shared that she always covers her body in glitter before going out on a date. Let me look for this TikTok video really quickly. Let me just pull it up real quickly, because then we're going to watch it. And then I want to show y'all something in this comments where there are married women who are just dedicated to being delusional. They're male identified. They're not going to hold their man accountable, because that's the only reason you wouldn't hold your cheating man accountable is if you want to stay tethered to him. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only reason you wouldn't hold him accountable is if you are codependent on your cheating husband and you don't really care whether he cheat or not because you know you go stay, but you got to look like you holding somebody accountable, so you attack the woman. So let me find this video. going on a first date because I'm at the age where they could be married. Let me see if I can find this video. No, I don't see her video on here. Does it show where her tag is? No. Let me just put married men hate glitter in there. There we go. Here it is. Now I find it. Okay, now let me email this to me, and then I will play it for you guys, the original video. Or I think it's a stitch. Yeah, it's a stitch, but the stitch will help me get to the original video. So hold on. Because I didn't see the original video on there. I don't know if she removed it because it went viral. I don't know, but I can't find it. So it didn't come up when I put that in there. Okay, here we go. Let me... Yeah, this it looks like it's a stitch, but I see the girls at fleekyfriday.com. Let me see if this is where I can get her video. Oh, Stitch with Dahlia. Okay, here is where it is, the original. Okay, sorry you guys. Now I found the original. So there we go. I hate it when I can always find the stitch, but I can never find the original video. Okay. But we got it now, so it is what it is. Okay, here's the original video. I also want to see the comment section on here. Sorry for that big sneeze. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the video that went viral. Here. Does she unmute it?
Are we good?
So this was the video that went viral. Hold on, let me close that out. And I want to see the comment sections. She said, drop the leg day routine. Yeah, I was going to say this lady's legs, they're a little bit too big for me, or they look big with that dress, but you can tell she's muscular. This person said, I am married. I love glitter. I think you meant cheating men glitter. I really hate it when men come on here and show how dumb and absent-minded they are. Are you really missing the point? The point is that a cheating husband is, if their wife doesn't wear glitter, they're going to have a problem with glitter being over everything because you can't remove it. Like, this irritates me when men come in here and say this. Oh, I love glitter. No one asked you. It's about a cheating man. Like, knock it off. Okay, so now let's look at the comment section. A woman went viral on TikTok after she shared what she always covers her body in glitter. Okay, fine. Look at this right here. So wait, what? So they agree to go on a date with a married man just to try and get him in trouble? There always have to be an idiot in the comment section somewhere. There just has to be. It's almost like no discussion can be had without some idiot popping up in the comment section. So because you're too remedial to understand the fact that it says I'm at the age where they could be married, that doesn't mean that she's agreeing to go out with a married man. She's saying that she doesn't know. They could. She understands married men lie. She understands married men lie. So if a married man is going to use her for cheating, she's going to put glitter all over her body. So if he's married, then his wife will know that he's cheating. Yeah, they do. Because look, she said he's getting himself in trouble. Lots of laughs. And see, she's just resting to see if he's married. And then she said, you already know she meant testing. It's a typo. I hate it when people act like they don't know typos. Clearly, this is a typo. She meant testing. That's why she came back and said testing. But look at this one. Okay, so the girls who agree to go on dates with married men are testing them? Nah, just trying to get some and feel guilt-free by playing the martyr. Again, it wouldn't matter if she knew or not. It wouldn't matter. Why is your husband not turning the offers down? You are his wife. He knows you are his wife. Why do you not matter enough for him to turn down this random woman? That's what a lot of married women don't want to grapple with. A lot of married women don't want to grapple with the fact that your presence is just not enough to make this man turn down other women. And this is the tea that married women hate. Married women hate this type of tea. It's too hot for them. Why ain't your damn husband turning these women around down? Even if all of them know they married. Let's hypothetically do. Okay, they know that he married. He know he's married. Who should be turning who down? He should be turning the women down because he is married. You are only going to attack a woman if you know your husband is a weak, philandering ass bitch who ain't turning down nothing but his collar. That's the only. I'm sorry, y'all, but this irritates me to the core. And I really wish women would stop doing this. Like, just stop doing it. Your husband should be turning down advances. And if he is not, that is the problem. Why can't you trust your husband to turn down advances? If you can't trust your husband around other women, it's because you know he is not going to turn them down. There's no other way around it. You know he ain't going to turn them down. Yeah, willfully obtuse is annoying. It makes you want to punch the person in the face. You can't be this dumb. JW said married women genuinely think women should be more responsible for a married man's wedding vows. It's pathetic. Yeah, because they know they're not going to check the man. It's just like black men fighting black women's weave and makeup so that society will think that they're doing something productive, but really they just cowering away from addressing the real issue, which is another male group. Married women are doing the same thing. They don't want to address the fact that at the end of the day, this man, whether the woman knew he was married or not, he should have turned down her advances. If these married women are approaching married men, which in most cases, the married man is approaching the woman saying he's single, I know this for a fact because I've been approached by married men. And I promise you, they say that they're single. They don't, and even if they do mention their wife, they don't mention her favorably. They don't mention a solid, happy home. A man will lie and say his home is terrible just to get a woman to cheat with. A man will drag the hell out of his wife just to get another woman to jump into bed with. The problem, I promise you, is your husband. And even when he ain't cheating on this one woman, when he cheating on you with another woman, the problem still will be him. Just saying said they scary hoes, black men and male worshipers. Yeah, and that's the type of woman this woman is. Talking about just trying to get some and feel guilt-free by playing martyr. She can't play martyr if your bandit turned her down, though. How is she going to play martyr if the bandit is saying, nah, bruh, I'm married, or if he just chooses to not approach her? then she can't play martyr. So then Becky came and said, geriatric Becky it appears, but Becky nonetheless, the married men lie that they are single and she doesn't want to be dating a married man. Then look at this idiot. Girl agrees to date a guy. Girl runs innocent tests to make sure a guy isn't trying to hide date from potential significant other. Girl is labeled a martyr. Try again, this time without the cynicism against women. So she recognizes that she's dealing with the male identified mule. And here the mule comes again and says, don't get me wrong, the guy is 100% wrong for dating if he's married. If you felt this way, this wouldn't be here. This wouldn't be here if you felt like the guy was 100% responsible. Then end the story then. The sentence should have ended here. You don't then follow up and say just women shouldn't play all I'm a victim when going out to date a married man. Did she say she was a victim? I don't see victim nowhere on her video. I don't see victim nowhere on her video. So then she comes back and says, yeah, but that's assuming the woman even knows he's married, which is why she is testing to be sure he's single. Then he comes and says, you are kidding, right? She's doing it because they say they aren't married. It's not her going out knowing her date is married. Good Lord, it must hurt to be so touched. He want to call her retarded because that's how she sounds. Right. Just saying said, what does women's intentions have to do with autonomous adult males? Like, what does a woman's intentions have to do with his ability to turn down any woman because he knows he's married? So then she said, yeah, because men never lie about being married or in a relationship, sure. Then she came and said, what comprehension problem do you have to come to this conclusion? Isn't it obvious they're using glitter so that they can avoid married men? And it's too bad a bunch of white women, but here's the thing. White women are the most married, so I would expect white women to have this mentality and for black women to have the mentality that they're having. At the end of the day, when a black woman gets married, she feels like she's obtained some rare gift. And so this woman isn't going to give up her rare gift that's cheating on her to another woman because as a black woman, she feels like this might be her only opportunity to be married. So when the man cheats, she wants to stay married to him. So in order to make the situation make sense, she attacks the woman so that she can feel like she's doing something to keep her marriage together. Note that Yandy is doing the same thing. Yandy is not attacking Mendices. She's attacking everybody who either Mendices is cheating with or who's letting her know Mendices is cheating. Hey, lovely B35. D2C said, that's why I don't believe in taking a man when he's a willing and seeking participant in infidelity. You would think he wasn't. You would think that there was these harlots who are just running around, hiding behind bushes, waiting till the man leaves his home so she can jump out and accost him and get him to cheat. And that's just not, that's just not what's happening. These women are delusional. They are completely and totally delusional. They are not going to leave a cheating man, especially when the woman is black. The reason she's not going to confront a cheating man is because she wants to stay married. She wants to stay married. Yep, Charmy, you said it, because being married is more valuable to them than the actual marriage. Yeah, because if they're not married, they can't go throw their husband at other women. And then this is an interesting thing too. These married women will literally throw their husband in women's face and then think that these women that you're throwing your husband in the face of are going to be sympathetic to your man being married. No. We know you got a cheating ass man and you just threw him in single women's face. So now single women are going to show you just how undedicated your man is to you. Just like you were trying to flex on that single woman, now she flexed on you and showed you that despite your husband being married to you, he's still willing to go risk it all and lay up with her. Amanda Natalie said the single women are doing the married women a solid. They need to take their emotions out of it the same way their husbands do. Exactly. Exactly. The thing is, if your husband ain't turning them down, then he's telling the woman he's free and able to do whatever he wants to, married or not. Yeah, they want to act like they better. And that's why these single women, even if the single women are approaching them, married Black women are not thinking, well, maybe I flexed a little bit too much. Maybe I was acting like I had a prize. Maybe I should have kept my marriage business off of the internet. And then perhaps people won't be trying to break up my family with this willing participant that I'm married to. She can't break up your family unless your husband let her, ma'am. She just can't. So that's what Yandy needs to know. Nobody can break up your family without Mendeece's participation. So you should probably be checking your husband at the end of the day. It makes no sense that you would try to check anybody but your husband. Have I gotten cheated on? Yes. I've been on 0 women's phones as a result. Right, I'm going to let y'all know that now. I've been in 0 women's DMs. I've been in 0 women's emails. I've been on 0 women's phone, but a whole lot of them being on my phone. I will say that. And if you dumb enough to get on my phone, oh, now you in for games. It's like, okay, bitch, let these games begin then. Okay, because you should have been, now you brought it to my corner. So now that you brought it to my corner, now I got to deal with you when you could have just stayed off my phone. You could have just stayed off my phone. Yeah, she gonna say put some respect on the Harris name. The Harris name is not a respectable one, whether you're referring to T.I. or Yandy. The Harris name is not a respectable one. It just is what it is. And Yandy is basically asking y'all to sprinkle sugar over shit and call it a brownie because that's what she did. That's what she did. Yandy sprinkled powdered sugar on a lump of shit called Mendeece's and said she got a brownie. And she wants you to do the same thing. And it's like, no, bro, we're not doing it. Yeah, he'll go make another Harris. He sure will. Married women need to get it together, though. Like, because this is pathetic. The fact that married women are running around here, mind you, waving the patriarchal flag, because that's all you do. When you attack another woman because your man is cheating, the only thing you're doing is emboldening your man to cheat again. You're empowering him to now be a serial cheater when he maybe would have been a one-time cheater if you would have checked his philandering ass. But instead, you up in one woman's face while he out looking for the next woman to cheat on. Because while Yandy is over there fighting other women for Mendeece's is over there finding the next woman to cheat on, because with a cheater, there will always be another woman. Are you going to fight all of them? Are you going to fight all of them? That's just what I want to know. Because I ain't going to fight no damn woman over no cheating man. I'm not calling no woman over a cheating man. I've been cheated on multiple times. I promise you I didn't call the woman. I promise you I didn't call the woman. Why didn't I call the woman? Because there's no reason to. Because there will always be a woman. It could have been a dog. It could have been a cat. It could have been a man. I don't care. He cheated. He cheated. The denominator here is he. Operative word is he cheated. So why am I on her phone? It just don't make no sense to me. It makes no sense. Why am I on her phone if he cheated? And the way my brain is set up, my brain refuses to allow me to lash out on a woman because the man that I'm with cheated. Like, it just makes no sense to me. Nika said, never in a million years will I call the woman. Absolutely. Let me tell you, if you call in the woman that your man cheated on, you already lost the situation. So you might as well throw in your white flag. When you get to call in the side chicks, okay, yeah, ma'am, now you lost. Okay, so you might as well just get out the game because it don't even make no sense no more. I'm not calling nobody's side chick. I'm not texting nobody's side chick on some, oh, you with my man. So you was with my husband? You calling my husband? Yeah, that's yeah, y'all ain't gonna, that ain't gonna be me. I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm more the type that's gonna be like, girl, that's your husband now. Okay? That's your husband, your boyfriend, he's whatever you want him to be. But what he ain't is over here with me. That's what she gonna know. He ain't over here with me. I ain't standing in your way, girl. So that's your man. He was with you last night. Word, that's your man. Tell him to come get his stuff. But that's your man. Come get your man's stuff, girl. I'll be like, girl, why you got your man's stuff at my place? Please come get his stuff. It will be outside waiting for you. I'm not about to play these games with no damn bandit. I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I'm not getting on nobody's phone. But listen to this obsession. Because here's the thing. This is what Black women are passing down to their daughters. And this is why we're in this perpetual cycle of deaths. Okay, listen to what she said. We go already read the caption. Woman tells story about how her aunt disrespects her because she's not married yet. Mind you, her aunt is probably sitting up in some janky marriage getting cheated on. But at least she able to say she got a man at the end of the day, so I guess it don't matter. Let's listen to it.
So she said, you gonna be young and married like me, or you gonna be broke like your other aunties? I said, well, how the fuck did my aunties not just clock her tea? Because bitch, she just called y'all broke in front of y'all face. I don't think they heard it, or maybe they wasn't getting what she was saying. Well, my lady slide, because she didn't call me broke. I was like, it's just more to like the niggas. But then she started hating. Then I get in my own camera filming my own beautiful ass face that my mommy gave me. She over here, and y'all just so fully yourself like, I'm over here like, bro, is it beef? Like, do this lady fucking hate me? But I told her, I said, if you look this good, wouldn't you want to do it too? So then I think that ruffled a little, still letting it slide, because I'm like, am I fucking tripping, or am I like just hearing this wrong? But my auntie, she always been the type, like, she say mean shit, but like in a playful way. So I didn't even mean it. It's like putting syrup on shit. Like, it tastes very bad, but since you put a little sweetener on it, it may be not, you know. But this how I knew she was really tripping. So she was like, what you and your friends be doing? I think she expected me to say, oh, we're just BROKE college students. No, we're going out the country again, actually. And then that's when I knew. She started nagging. That's the problem, girl. What?
Oh no, we going out the country actually. So kudos to you. Kudos to you.
22 years old. It's a whole lot of other outlandish shit I could be doing at 22. I'm in college, the army, no kids, no debt. What the fuck? And y'all, it all made sense. Her biggest accomplishment is getting married. So that's why when I'm telling her all of the I did without marriage and at this young ass age, just making her like a little shitty about it. That's when it made sense. I love that girl down, but we're gonna have to work on that shit, because y'all should be proud of me. I was mad at first, but then I flipped it because it's a confidence boost, because I'm not even nowhere near my peak yet. I'm just getting started. Vegas next week, auntie, and I know you be watching me. My auntie asked me,
Yeah, her auntie sound like a marriage obsessed muse, but I want y'all to know, notice how this is what Black women are passing down to the next generation. This is why I say, as Black women, we can stop this if we wanted to. We can stop this if we wanted to. You think Black women don't have the power to change the course of the community? We do. We do. Everybody knows you do. Every single person on this planet knows that it is within Black women's power to change not just the course of your community, but you can change the course of the world if you wanted to, as a Black woman. Do we gotta revisit that? Let's revisit that post by that white man. Let's just revisit that post by that white man, because it sounds like he know. It sounds like he know. Hold on, I need to see something. I need to find that video from that man. And I'm not even gonna get on these videos. Yeah, I am. I'm lying. I am gonna get on them. I'm gonna get on it right now. Actually, hold on for a second. Because this whole thing where Black women are paying their bandit baby daddies, I want y'all to see this, because this is. Black women are dedicated to rewarding Black men for the bare minimum, all the while expecting to get more. Like, you're not going to get more if you're rewarding black men for the bare minimum. Woman goes viral for giving her baby daddy $5K out of her tax return for him being a great father to their kids. Oh, no, we talking about Jorney. We talking about Jorney doing this live stream. And we talking about Mary J. Blige too. It ain't just Jorney. We talking about her and Mary J. Blige. Just saying, well, give me a second. We getting there. But we got that on the roster. We talking about her and we talking about Mary J. Blige because they both dealing with the same thing. But here, let me just play this because this is really irking me. So she said, come get your money, baby daddy. Happy tax miss. Thank you for all you do for me and the kids. I appreciate you. I'm not giving a bandit $5K for taking care of his kids unless he got a 501c3 company and I can get a tax write-off for it. That's the only way I do it. That's the only way I do it. The only way. The only way I would do this is if he had a 501c3 and I can donate to it and get a tax write-off. Unless, if I can funnel that through your nonprofit and get a tax write-off, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But with me, I'm paying taxes. I ain't getting them back. So I promise y'all, I avoid tax season. I really do. I avoid tax season because I owe taxes. That's it. So I generally try to avoid it. But I don't understand women paying these men for taking care of their kids. Can we find the video of a white woman or an Asian woman paying their baby daddy for taking care of their kids? Can we find it, please? And no, Ellie, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do it. Yeah, can we find the video? Let me see if there's a man goes viral for paying his woman for giving his. Let me see, because I don't think you can find no video. Man, I'm just gonna do the same caption. Man goes viral for giving his baby mama $5K out of tax return. And I just want to see if there's any race of men doing this. No, so far all I'm seeing is women giving theirs to men. Yeah, no, I'm just seeing women. So let me just pop this into Google so I can show y'all, because I ain't seeing no video of no man. All of them that I'm seeing are woman in black. But we'll look. So let me type in the caption. Man goes there. There we go. Let me just show y'all this. Well, we gonna look at the videos. Let's look at the videos. Let's look at the videos and see. Because I just, you know what? I don't. No, I'm only seeing black and female actually. But I want to see something else. The only people I'm seeing doing it is black women. That's it. Here we go. Now look, so we put the same caption in there. Man, let me actually make this bigger so y'all can look. Okay. Keyword man. Man. So I said the man is going viral because he gave his baby mama money. How dudes react when baby mama get tax refund? Wow. So you got a tax return because so this ain't that either. Baby mama tax return reaction explain. Baby daddy dispute over $100 tax return. The refund for this mother will be huge. So this is the mother getting a tax refund. New $5,000 tax write-off bill for newborns. Woman saying $2,000 tax return to a good father. And so as you see, there doesn't seem to be a video of a man, single mothers protect your tax return. At least not as far as we seeing on Google. We not seeing it. She stole her baby daddy's tax return to do this. Okay, so there ain't no man doing it. It don't look like. It don't look like I ain't found it. If somebody else can find it, if somebody else can locate a video where a man is giving his baby mama, or if a white woman is, or an Asian woman, or a non-black Hispanic woman, if she's giving a man money for taking care of his kids, I love to see it. Because I have a feeling that only black women are doing this. I have a feeling that this is a black woman thing. And look at the mentality. This is co-parenting. No, co-parenting is baby daddy taking care of his kid because that's his kid. Look, I wouldn't give the same if he's doing what he's supposed to do for his kid. They fucking. A bandit would think that. You paying a dude to take care of his responsibilities? Exactly. Exactly. Why are you paying a man to do what he's supposed to do? Did he say she should give him the other 7? Let me play the video.
Hold on, you just gave a little 5 man. I'm just trying to get a little 2 man. Thank you, baby, mom. You should give me the other 7. Baby, mom. Hold on, you just gave a little 5 man. I'm just trying to get a little 2 man. Thank you, baby, mom. You should give me the other 7. Hold on, you just gave a little 5 man. I'm just trying to get a little 2 man.
This is disgusting. And I get that black people think this is cute. I don't. And then he want the other 7 too. Do y'all want to know why a lot of these men can't claim their own kids on their tax form? The reason why they can't is because, again, for the top child tax credit, you have to certify that you provided 50% of the care, at least 50% of the care to that kid. No, it ain't even because they don't work. It's because they can't certify that they gave 50% of provision. You have to provide on the tax form for a child tax credit. You have to certify that you provide at least 50% of that child's care. Most men cannot do that. Most men don't provide 50% of the care for the kid. They don't provide 50% of it. So they can't certify that because they're not doing it. They're not doing it. I'm not about to sit there and deal with I'm not giving no man no money for taking care of his kid. Like your reward, you're making him feel like he's doing something special that he didn't have to do. This is his responsibility. Yeah, the Green Bell it is. You have to, I think you have to, you said over 50%? Yeah, it's either 50 or more than 50. It's one of them. It's one of them. But either way, these men can't even show that they provide 50% for the child. They can't even. They couldn't even meet. Even if they said it has to be just 50, they couldn't even certify that. They couldn't even do that. Even the ones on child support, all of the child support they pay in a year, it still don't add up to 50% of the price that it takes to take care of the kid. Right. Just saying says so they don't support or provide financially in any way that's impactful. No, not even with child support. We know the average black man does not pay a lot in child support. Even with them paying child support, they still ain't contributing 50% of the care. They're still not contributing. But I know I wouldn't be doing this. I think this is stupid because what this is going to do is when she does it, what do y'all think is going to happen if 1 year passes by and she don't get his man some money? What do you think is going to happen? What if she just decided she wanted to keep her tax money for herself? Then what? Do you think this bandit is going to continue to provide for those kids, being that she's been paying for them? Or do you think he going to stop? Yeah, they don't ask for certification, but if you get audited on your taxes and it found out you're lying, then it's tax fraud. And people get caught up for child tax credit fraud all the time. So yeah, you can lie. Yeah, you can lie. You can lie on your tax form. You can lie and hope they never audit you. You can lie and hope that they never actually audit you, or that somebody else who was actually taking care of that kid. You better hope that they don't put that kid on their taxes, the person who actually taking care of them. Because if you do, you will have a problem with the IRS. And I've seen it, and it's not uncommon. It's actually quite common. It's actually kind of common. Yep, China King said absolutely not. He's gonna stop and act entitled to the money. Yep, and this is the main reason why you shouldn't do this. Because now she going, and if she pays him anything less than $5,000, if she pays him anything less than $5,000, he gonna have a problem. He gonna have a problem if she don't continue doing it. That's just what's gonna happen. I don't support this at all. I don't support. Why are you paying the dad to do what he's supposed to do? Because this bandit already want more. He already said you should have gave me the other $7,000. So he feels like she should give him $12,000. Yep, she set a precedent that she's gonna have to maintain, or else this man ain't gonna take care of these kids. She gonna see that she got a bandit for a daddy once she stop paying him. And we coming up on inflation, so next year she probably ain't going to be able to get this man no money. But I want to talk about this. So Jordy Smollet's ex-husband wants half of her childhood acting coins, despite her paying him nearly $1 million since their divorce and $7,000 monthly child support. She's had this money since she was 3 years old. Jordy Smollett and Jesse Smollett, they have a black mother, and I feel the need to put that out here because I feel like if they had a white mother, they likely would have been smart enough to get a prenup. Black women don't get prenups when they get married. Yeah, black women are known for marrying down and without a prenup. And it looks like that's what Jordy did. That's what Jordy did. She married down. Now, I don't know if her mama married down. It doesn't sound like her mom married down. From this story, it doesn't sound like her mother married down, but she definitely married down. If she has to pay him, then she married down. Yep, her husband trying to clean her out. She already signed off on it. I hope she gets a better lawyer than the one she had before. Listen, didn't I tell y'all that black women are about to switch economic positions with black men through marriage? Because black women don't want to check their self-esteem. They don't want to check their desperation. They want to center men. So for the black male worshipers, winter is coming. Winter is definitely coming for you. And the reason winter is coming for these women is because they prioritize black men. That's why. Black men are about to switch economic positions with black women through marriage. I can already see it coming. And this has already been predicted in a tarot reading too. I want y'all to understand this has been predicted in a tarot reading. Before I saw somebody predicted in a tarot reading, I told y'all just by common sense, just by looking at the way black women move, you already know black men are about to switch economic positions with it. I tried to get into Game of Thrones and it was kind of boring to me. So it says the mess just won't stop. Jordan Smollet's ex, Josiah Bell, is now coming for her 401k and SAG pension, which she's had since she was 3 years old. According to court documents obtained by the Neighborhood Talk, despite Jordan paying him nearly $1 million since their divorce was finalized in 2021, Bell is demanding half of her retirement savings. The docs state that the 401k and pension are considered community property, meaning he's entitled to 50% of what was earned from 2010 and 2019. And it also means she didn't get a prenup. It also means she didn't get a prenup. Since their 2009 separation, Bell has been collecting $7,000 a month in child support and alimony. Now the court has ordered her plan administrator to transfer half of her account balance to him. Absolutely not. She needs to get another attorney. She needs to fire her current attorney and she needs to get another attorney. Yeah, Black women are, because Black women don't feel like anything needs to be protected except Black men. This is what happens when you prioritize men. This is what happens. The court is already telling her to transfer half of her account balance to him. Absolutely not. I wouldn't do it. If I was her, I wouldn't do it. I would say no. I would get another attorney and I would appeal the decision. I would fight him on this. And I wouldn't give him a dime and we would just have to be tied up in court forever. If I had to make sure we tied up in court forever and I exhaust my whole pension, preventing him from getting my money, then I would just do that. Is there a limit on when you can get a post-nup? I mean, I think a post-nup is irrelevant in their situation because this has already happened. So, and he wouldn't sign a post-nup. Why would a man sign a post-nup when he knows that he can get money from you? Why would a man do that? A Black man is not going to sign your post-nuptial agreement if he knows he married a woman who got more money than him. He ain't going to do that. Black women out here letting these bandits finesse them because they desperate for a Black man. So this is what I put on here. And of course, delusional women, some of them have to come on here. Because I said, Black women will continue to lose as a result of marrying Black men. I don't know why this woman didn't have a prenup, but Black women are definitely learning the hard way. I refuse to allow a bandit to come up off of me. I promise you, ain't no bandit about to have access to no wealth that I'm over here building on my own. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I don't care about marriage. I don't think I need to get married. If I did get married, you can best believe we gonna have the most ironclad prenup that you saw. Because I guarantee you that prenup is getting recorded. I guarantee you are going to say on video that you understand the terms. You will have to repeat back to me what you agree. You will have to certify that you are of sound mind, that you are receiving this prenuptial agreement and in the manner of time that's conducive for you to understand it. You've had your attorney go over this. That's the only way I would get married. That's the only way I would get married. And then I would have the recording locked in a safety deposit in a bank where neither of us have access to it. Because you're not going to come and try to get my prenup thrown out. You're not going to do that. No, that's not crazy. That's understanding how men act. It's not crazy, Miss Connor. What's crazy is this bandit coming for this woman's pension that she earned on her own before he was even a thought in her mind. Donna said, and why aren't you guys adding cheating clauses so at least if these men cheat, you don't pay them shit? Jeannie Mai had that in her prenup. I think Jennifer Lopez had that in her prenup. If I got married, it would have to be in mine. And the thing is, if my potential husband had a problem with that, then we just wouldn't get married. I would say, listen, then we don't have to get married. We can still be in a relationship. I'm fine with being in a relationship because I don't really care to get married anyway. But I'm absolutely not marrying you unless you agree to the terms of these and unless you do it the way I'm saying it needs to be done. We will not get married. And I'm fine with not getting married. It means absolutely nothing for me. I don't think a relationship needs to progress to marriage. And I'm quite fine having an unmarried life partner. I would be fine with that. I don't need to get married. I don't think marriage is the right way. I don't think marriage is the ideal union. I don't think marriage is something, the ultimate accomplishment for a woman. I don't think any of those things. Marriage means absolutely nothing to me. There is zero man who would be able to successfully dangle a marriage carrot in front of my face. In fact, if they did so, it would be offensive. D-Love said, didn't Candy refuse to marry Todd unless he signed a prenup? Yep, and she did it on camera too. Candy's smart. Because Candy worships money more than she worships men. That's why. Candy said she don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Fine, she'll get married, but if you don't sign this prenup, she ain't getting married to you. It just is what it is. And the man will be signing my prenup no later than 6 months before the wedding, because he's not going to say that he didn't have time to go over it with his attorney. You're getting the prenup a year before the marriage is even you go sign this prenup before we even schedule the marriage. In fact, you go sign the prenup after you propose. We go right up the prenup. That's what we're going to do. And you're going to sign it, or there's just not going to be any way. Yeah, Hello Kitty said, I've learned that when men say you're marriage material, that's a big insult. It really is. So Justine said, journey on her son. Although I'm not a single mom, I know I'm still raising a Black boy in America, and I want to protect my son's leadership. Oh, unfortunately, Miss Journey is a Black male worshiper. Yeah, B. Rowan, I saw that Bad Baby said she made $75 million off of OnlyFans. Yeah. Yeah, no, Tanya, I am very serious about these prenups. I don't understand why Black women are not getting them outside of desperation. But look at these comments here. So this person's gonna say lots of lab. That's ironic. I don't know this person, but apparently he's saying I can't lose if I marry him. Okay, cool. She said, no, ma'am, we will not use one situation to talk down on Black marriages and Black men. That's dangerous rhetoric. Love who you love and leave it at that. No, we are going to talk down on Black marriages. We are. Because Black marriages are dangerous. So then she came and said, it's honestly no point in any woman marrying a man unless he has income there's no point in any woman marrying a man, who has less income or wealth than her. Right. All this to say my husband. Yeah, what is the point in marrying a man who has less money than you? I don't get that. So he said that's a multiracial relationship, and Journey Smollett is Jewish and Black, and she's not Black. She's biracial, and her dad is Jewish, and her mom. And we all know this. We all know this. So thank you, Captain Obvious, for giving us information we already had. Nonetheless, she's married to a Black man, so she would be in the Black marriage statistics. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, biracial people are lumped into Black marriages. Then he said, but women come up on men all day. I'm not understanding why it's not fair game. I don't understand why y'all deal with broke-minded bandits. I don't understand that. I would never talk to or respond to this type man. In this situation, I actually did, though, because I wanted to make a point. But this person said, I wouldn't blame black men for her stupidity in allowing a bandit to come up off her. I don't agree with what he's doing by no means. I don't like it when women do the same thing either, which seems to happen more often. This is the difference that they don't understand. The difference is men said they are natural providers. Did men not say they're natural providers? When women ask, why do they need men? Do men not say because they provide and protect? I mean, I'm sorry. I thought men told women that they were natural providers. Now, what they're on here doing is showing you that they're not natural providers, but they told you that they're natural providers anyway. A natural provider would not be asking, a natural provider would not be saying that women do it to men too. So I said, I'm not using one situation, I'm using the data on black marriages, and they are raggedy. Black women generally get used, abused, and exploited in marriages to black men. You don't have to like the stats, but they're definitely true. And then a person's gonna say, oh, she should have prayed. It's like, who should she have prayed to? A male Christian God? But look, I said, didn't men say that they were natural providers and their role as a man is to provide for women? Now, if y'all are natural providers, why would you have an issue with providing? The problem with males is that they're not providers and they serve no purpose to women, which is why y'all had to create a fake religion that says women were created for men to even have access to women. Women's nature is to retreat from y'all, which is why we're currently doing it. Men are not natural providers. I need y'all to understand that. They're not. They're not natural providers. They're not natural leaders at all. They're not natural leaders. A naturally providing man, a man who knows that provision is in his nature, would not be complaining that he had to provide money to a woman upon the relationship ending. You're a natural provider, sir. But you're complaining about providing? I don't think so. And look, they may be able to shut this down with a woman by saying, well, women do it too. No, bruh, women didn't say they were natural providers. Men said they were. So now that you're not a natural provider, what purpose do you serve? Men don't serve a purpose to women. They don't. They serve no purpose. Animals know that men serve no purpose. Animals know that males serve no purpose. This is why animals don't really deal with them. Hold on, I need to find the Kendu Isaacs. Here it is. Yep, we can go over these 3 more tabs. 1, 2, 3. We'll put Target after these other 3 because these all relate to marriage. So, Mary J. Blige is dealing with the same thing. She said Kendu Isaacs, the former music manager who once spousal support for Mary, also wanted Mary J. Blige to pay child support for the children he had with another woman, which is a pretty ridiculous request. And if that wasn't enough, he also had the audacity to ask for a $5,000 monthly allowance for his 2 parents. Kendu Isaacs demanded Mary J. Blige pay child support for his kids and monthly allowance for his parents. And you don't tell me that these black men know exactly how desperate black women are. They know just how desperate black women are, and they know exactly how to come up. So listen, you can keep calling black men broke. Black men are thinking to themselves, we ain't gonna be broke for long because we gonna marry y'all and take your money. Why would he get a job when he can just marry a black woman? You don't need a job when you got a very solid insurance plan called the black woman. Black women are black men's insurance plan. Black men don't need a job. They don't need to compete with other men. They can just marry a black woman and take all her money. That's all they got to do. They know black women are going to marry them even if they don't got a job. They know black women will marry them even if they are homeless bum out on the street. They know a black woman will marry them. They don't need no job. Do you think Kendall Isaacs don't need a job? He don't need a job. He said, I'm gonna go get money from this black woman that I was with. Right. And well, black men are building their generational wealth. Black women ain't thinking about generational wealth, because if you were thinking about generational wealth, you wouldn't marry a broke bandit. You wouldn't marry a man who had less than you. You wouldn't be running around saying that money don't matter. So black women messed up when they put out there publicly that a man's money don't matter. And black men said, oh, okay, money don't matter. Okay, let's get married. If money don't matter, let's get married then, and watch me take your money. China King said, hell, they would marry them straight out of the jail from killing their last wife. They sure will. He's getting Mary's money and have the nerve to devastate her, calling her washed up. Yeah, well, he can say whatever he wants to. Bottom line is she married him. He contested the prenup. I don't know under what grounds they repealed it, but this right here is why I wouldn't be getting married. Listen, every single black woman on the planet can let black men finesse them. I sure the hell ain't going to. Sure ain't going to. I'm not about to sit up here and allow, because first of all, y'all's marriage shaming doesn't work over here. Like, black women get to sit around and shame other women and say, you ain't got no man, you ain't married, I got a husband. And most black women fall for the husband trope. Not this black woman over here. I don't give a damn about your opinion. I'm not getting married because I don't want to. I'm not getting married because I don't think marriage is the end all be all. You can think that. I don't think it. If I don't want to get married, I ain't gonna get married. It is what it is. Because what I'm not gonna have is a bandit having access to my money that I built, that I worked for, that I dealt with racism and sexism to get. A bandit ain't getting a damn dime of my money unless I want to give it to him. And that's what will be put in my prenup. He will get 0 cents from me that I don't agree to give him. The only way he will get a dime of my money is if I want to give it to him. But under no circumstances will he receive anything else. Absolutely not. He will not get what he did not work for over here. Absolutely not. And if I had a kid by him, I'm not having a kid within wedlock. I'm not going to have a kid within wedlock because it's harder for women. What I would do is get a parenting plan where I got sole legal and physical custody. It just is what it is. Because what you're not going to do is come after me for no child support payment. So no, that's already going to be settled. I'm not doing no joint custody with you. I'm not going to do no joint custody. Because I already know I'm going to have this kid most of the time. So absolutely not. I'm not going to pay you child support. I'm not going to pay you alimony. You are going to come and leave this relationship with what you came in it with. And that's it. Because you're not coming up off of me. It's not going to happen. Right. Basically. Sunny side, basically. You need to come with the prenup when you ask me to marry, or just don't ask, because there will be no marriage if there is no prenup, and it's going to be an ironclad one. Most black women may not be learning from Mary J. Blige. I'm learning. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey wasn't dumb enough to get married. Oprah Winfrey said marriage is for them dumb birds down here who need male validation. No. Oprah said absolutely not. Stephanie, you can stay here if you want to, but just know that absolutely not. I need to find this video, y'all. Hold on for a second, because I need to show y'all this video. Because I'm currently in a debate right now with them trying to say this man ain't black. Y'all, they trying to say this ain't no black man. Hold on. Bandits out here trying to say this ain't no black man. I said, if you don't get your dumb ass out of my face, like, go away from me, Apollo. Y'all, they in here arguing with me saying this ain't no black man. Like, currently, there's multiple people arguing with me saying he ain't black. Because what they don't understand is that Latino is not a race. Listen, there ain't a white Latino on the face of the planet that will call him anything other than a black man. Right, he looks like a light-skinned black man to me. That's what he looked like to me too, a lighter-skinned black man. This man don't even look biracial to me. But even if he was biracial, the black community will be saying he black just like they saying Drake black. But I'm gonna show y'all, because listen to this, because these preferences, they get the same black man. Listen to this video.
This video from last August is hard to watch. It shows 22-year-old Naomi Cittadini being violently beaten and thrown to the ground by her ex-boyfriend, Laurent Pion, in Miami Beach.
Let me see your hands.
Police arrive after getting several calls.
Let's separate you guys so that we can talk to you and then we'll get your story.
Cittadini tells officers nothing happened.
Nobody's fighting.
And let me get, she ain't no white Latina either, right? So he's not black and she ain't no white Latina. Yeah, Liza, he looks like a black Dominican and she looked like a white one.
Argue.
I did see a couple running by arguing.
Just saw you clear as day.
So she ain't white. Mind you, this ain't her arm. This is his. That's a whole black man and this is a whole white Latina. Then he done sat up here and beat on. And look, this officer is saying, bitch, you lying, I saw him hit you.
Get in the middle of the street. Get in the middle of the street and continue.
He didn't hit me though.
4 months later, on December 7th, police say Cittadini was killed. Her body found naked near I-95 and Ives Dairy Road. On Tuesday, Pion was charged with second-degree murder for her death. Court records show that Pion, a convicted felon, was initially charged with failing to stop at the scene and aggravated fleeing. He sent this letter to a judge last month, asking for his charges to be dropped, writing, "I am innocent. I didn't kill my girl. It was a car accident, and the car that hit her ran away, and nobody is looking for her." This video from last August is hard to watch. It shows 22-year-old Naomi Cittadini being violently beaten and thrown to the ground by her ex-boyfriend, Laurent Pion, in Miami Beach.
Let me see your hands.
Police arrive after getting several calls.
Let's separate you guys so that we can talk to you and then we'll get your story.
Cittadini tells officers nothing happened.
Nobody's fighting.
Okay, so who was arguing?
I did see a couple running by arguing.
Just saw you clear as day. In the middle of the street. Get in the middle of the street and continue.
He didn't hit me though.
4 months later, on December 7th, police say Cittadini was killed.
Now listen, here's the thing. The reason I can still have empathy for her because this is most DV victims. Now, not the dying part. The dying part is not most DV victims. Contrary to what Black women want you to believe, most people who leave DV relationships do not die. Most women who are in DV relationships do not die. So I'm not talking about the dying part. But the part where the woman is lying and protecting the man, yes, this happens all the time. And I don't think that a woman deserves to die just because she lies for and or protects her abuser. I don't think she deserves to die just because she was protecting her abuser. This is what most women do regardless to race. Most women do this in DV situations regardless to race. Most of them don't die, but most of them absolutely 100% do protect the man. They absolutely protect the man. They don't mostly die, but they mostly protect the man. But that's too bad. Because they said 4 months later, Cittadini was found dead, naked near an interstate ramp. Initially, he told police she had been run over by a car, but investigators later uncovered surveillance footage allegedly showing him beating her and dragging her into traffic. Authorities say he then walked away, leaving her on the road. Now, after months of investigation, Pion has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Her family is demanding justice, urging stronger awareness of domestic violence before it's too late. Listen, we already have awareness of domestic violence. What we don't have is women who are willing to not protect their man from domestic violence. That is the problem. A big issue with domestic violence is that the victim wants to protect the abuser. That's the biggest issue. Even if you call the domestic violence hotline, they are going to tell you this is the biggest issue with domestic violence. The biggest issue with countering domestic violence is that women want to protect their abusers. That's the biggest problem with it. Yep, if that bandit was a bandita, all black men would call her a black woman. They sure would. But this man is actually black. I don't even know if Peon is, let me see if Peon is even a Spanish last name. Where does the name, like the last name, Peon come from? I just want to see if this is a Spanish name. This isn't even a Spanish name. This is a French name. It says the last name Peon has multiple origins, including either habitational name or nickname. A habitational name from the name of several places in France, such as Les Peons. Nickname for someone who traveled on foot, for a foot soldier, from the old French word peon, which is a variant of peon meaning pedestrian or foot soldier. So this isn't even, this literally, I don't see Spanish coming up in this at all. This isn't even a Spanish name. Peon isn't even a Spanish name. It's relating it to Canada, the US, and the UK and France. So I don't know what's making them say that this man is Latino. I don't know why they're saying this man is Latin. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because she's a Latina, a white one, but I don't know where they're getting that from with this man. But I know they on here arguing with me about it though. Because I said preferences just cannot get a different black man. No matter how much these bandits praise their preferences, they sure do get the same black man. And there's a bunch of people in here saying he ain't black. Look, that nigga ain't black. So I say he sure is. And then he gonna come and say, ma'am, he's not black. No matter how you spin it, he's not black, he's Latino. He's literally not Latino. And even if he was Latino, he would be black Latino. Mind you, his name is not even a Hispanic name. This man's name is Laurent Peon. This is a black man. And then she said, see, you know the difference between ethnicity and race. Latina is not a race. Then he had to come say he's a black Latino. He's black, obviously. It doesn't matter, but technically he is black. Actually, he is black. He ain't black based on no technicality. He's black because he was born black. Then she said, no, she said he no black, he Dominican. This is a bandit looking for attention, so he ain't gonna get no attention from me. But he came on here and said, y'all don't know the difference between black or Spanish. Probably think Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese all the same. They're all called Asian. They all are Asian. I mean, so sure, you can say they're Asian in different locations, but all of them are Asian. So let this dumb idiot know all of those are called Asians. All of those are called Asians. Because he's an idiot and clearly doesn't understand. We would say they're the same and that they're all Asians. She said clearly that's a Latino man, but sadly they somehow found a way to loudly mention black. Even worse is, I guess, black women's comment. This ain't even our business. It's clearly two Latinos. However, still sad. We should all just be focused on the situation. But I guess she wanted to make it racial. He's literally black. I want y'all to see how dumb this is. Like, this is just dumb. This is one of the reasons why part of me feel like Donald Trump should dismantle the Department of Education, because if you have people out here who don't even know the difference between race, ethnicity, language, and culture, then the educational system is failing. Yeah, they don't want to call this man black, but Cardi B black. So he ain't black, but Cardi B is. That don't make no sense. She said, oh, now he not black, but women who look like him, y'all call black though? That nigga black. And then she got to come and spell it out for him. She said, Latino is not a race. I am not African American, but even I know Latino is an ethnicity. Sweetie, J-Lo, Amara, and Bruno Mars would all be Latino. However, they are not the same race. There are Asian, mixed, white, and black Latinos. Amara is a black Latino. Sweetie is a mixed race Latino. And J-Lo is a white Latino. This reminds me of when people say dumb ishak. Like, oh, she said this reminds me when people say dumb-ish, like South African is a race when it's not. It's a nationality just like American. Latino is an ethnicity. This man is a black Latino, and he is. And it's like they're trying to strip him from his blackness because everybody get the same black man. They want to pretend like somebody other than black men are primarily doing this, and they're not. He's black. She said, and she responding to that bandit who said black women are nobody's preference. So she says, and what has black men been anyone's preference gotten them or you? You got Timbuktu taken over by white Berbers. You got the East African coast colonized by Arabs. You got the continent colonized by Portuguese and eventually other Europeans. You have built absolutely nothing for your own people or nations because you are too busy trying to attract other races of women. You brought Arab and Berber women into Africa and they went Delilah and Samson on you kings. They then watched their own men enslave you, just like how Dr. Dre, Tiger Woods got that bag snatch, so a preference and her non-black true preference can live in luxury. I would rather be a non-preference than a 2,000 plus year trick with no kingdom. She dragging. She is dragging them to the lower pits of hell. Not a 2,000 year plus trick with no kingdom. She is. Where were these preferences during slavery and colonialism? Because they were more quiet than a moment of silence during a memorial service. Drag them. She said, please get a dictionary, look up the definition of race, nationality, and ethnicity, and come back after. Spanish is not a race. Race is usually black, white, mixed, or Asian, Mongolian. The two most important are being black and white, because those are the foundation of humanity. Actually, black and white is what created the Asian. That's what created the Asian. The black and the white created the Asian, or the black and Asian created the white. It goes either one of those ways, but one of these come from the product of black and white, and I'm thinking it's Asian. And the reason I'm thinking it's Asian is because that Asian man, the Chinese one, just already came out on a video and said the only thing they found unequivocally, undisputably, is that they come from Africans. That's all they think, is that they come from Africans. So really, there's only two races, and that's black and white, and everything else is in the middle. That's why I keep telling y'all Asian is not a race. It's not a race. The two most important ones being black or white because they are the foundation of humanity. One originated in East Africa and the other, the Caucasus between Turkey and Russia. Those are the two ancestors of the human race. And it really is. Like, she understands what's going on here. Most black people don't. They don't. But they are over here trying. Here's the cognitive dissonance of black women. Black women really don't want to grasp the fact that black men, everybody get the same black man, so that you need to deal with black men. Black women don't want to deal with black men. They don't want to face reality about black men. This is so now they want to just say a black man ain't no black man. She said he got the right name, Peon, exactly. And this is actually where his last name come from. His last name does come from this word, Peon. Like she did, she finished the hell out of him. And I'm glad she came on there. I'm glad she came on there and shut the whole thing down. Because I'm not about to continue to go back and forth with people who don't know the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. I'm not gonna do it. They sitting up here talking about Latino, like Latin in a whole culture. She got the same black man, and that's just what it is. Cardi B is another woman who got the same black man. Cardi B got the same black man too. So it says, story via TMZ. Offset is making it crystal clear he wants to end his marriage to Cardi B, and he wants to make sure they share custody of the kids. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Offset is requesting joint legal custody of the 3 children he shares with Cardi. Yeah, because he wants Cardi to pay him child support. Although he does say Cardi's place should be the primary residence for the kids, he's also asking the court to lay out each parent's child support obligations. Again, he wants Cardi to pay him child support. In addition, the ex-Amigos rapper is asking the court to divvy up the couple's marital property and thinks it's appropriate they each pay their own lawyer fees. He wants Cardi B to pay him child support. That's what he wants. Because if they do joint custody, it doesn't matter if the kids primarily live with Cardi B, Cardi B will pay him child support. Because Cardi B has more money than him. He's going to say, it says Offset wants an even split joint custody and Cardi B divorce. No, he wants Cardi B to pay him child support. That's what he wants. He's going to take her money. You didn't want to stop cheating like in a dog. Well, the bottom line is cheating, it comes with black marriages. It just does. And black women accept this. Does he have joint custody of his other kids? Probably not. Of course he don't have joint custody. Like, dudes do this all the time. Dudes will have multiple children by multiple women, have absolutely no custody of none of them, but they want custody of one woman's child. And Cardi B should bring this up in court. If I was Cardi B, I would bring this up in court. I would say Offset doesn't have custody of any of his children. If it was important to him to have custody of his children rather than to get money, he would have custody of all his children. The fact that he wants custody of only my children is because he has children with women who don't have as much money as I do. If I was her, I would lay that out. I wouldn't let him get away with this. Yeah, I would not allow him to get away with this. The bottom line is, if he's going for custody of just this one child, it's because he wants a payout. And I wouldn't allow him to do it. I wouldn't allow him to do it. And she said he's seeking joint custody of all 6 of his children or just Cardi's. Just Cardi's, because he want to be able to use these kids against her. He said just Cardi's. He didn't marry the other children's mother, so no custody battle there. Wrong. Wrong. This is the person being wrong, acting like, because she wants to elevate marriage is what she wants to do. This is a marriage obsessed mule who wants to elevate marriage, and it's wrong. Even people who are not married, you still have to get custody orders. You should be getting a custody order. It's just easier to get a custody order as a baby mama than it is as a wife. It could depend on the state, but in most of them that I've seen, it's easier for a non-married woman to get custody of her children than it is for a married woman. It's easier. She said, nah, he's being spiteful. Cardi requested he just take care of the kids' education, no child support. for they could keep the same schedule they planned without court. Instead, he's seeking joint custody, but wants her residence to be primary for the kids, and both parents split child support. Yeah, because he wants the kids to live with her so that he can stunt her ability to go do what she want to do, and he don't want no kids around when he rotating her ass. Yep, now Cardi is his cash cow because she probably didn't get a prenup. If they're having to do all this, that means she didn't get a prenup. So now you know Cardi didn't get a prenup. Because you only have to do this with the, oh, let's split the assets and do all, they doing all this because there is no prenup. This is because there's no prenup. That's why. Apparently there's a bandit tax. No, what women need to understand is that men are the primary gold diggers here. Women have allowed men to, again, project all of them onto women. I'm telling y'all, everything that they said is men, which is logical, organized, leaders. That's actually women's natural state. And everything that they said women, feminine, nesting, meant to stay in the house with the kids. No, that's what men is supposed to be doing. Men are supposed to be saddled down with children because they don't do anything else. Men are good. Men are not good for many things. Look at the country. It's ran by men. Look at the country. Every problem that you have is because of men. Cardi thought that she was better than black women and she's moving just like one. All of the preferences think they better than black women. But they get the same black men anyway. So y'all, they said Target was hit hard by the 40-day boycott over DEI rollbacks. Meanwhile, Costco sees a surge in traffic. So Target is over here suffering. I think that Target should continue to suffer, and so should Walmart. They said Target is feeling the heat as the 40-day consumer boycott takes a toll on the retailer, with reports showing a significant decline in both online and in-store traffic. The backlash stems from Target's decision to scale back its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative, sparking outrage among consumers who vowed to take their dollars elsewhere. Meanwhile, Costco is thriving. The wholesale giant, which stood by its DEI commitment, saw a 22% spike in web traffic on February 28, jumping from 2.4 million to 2.9 million visits in just 2 weeks. App usage also climbed by 3%, signaling a notable shift in consumer loyalty. Everybody needs to continue with this. Yep, give the same energy to Walmart. Give the same energy to Walmart. If they don't want to hire you, if they say they're not going to hire you, then don't spend your money with it. Yeah, because Costco said they're not breaking down. So that's how you already know these companies don't have to roll back their DEI. They're choosing to. They are choosing to. So they're showing you where they stand with you. Obviously, they're clearly drawing a line in the sand, and it's not in favor of you. So I won't be shopping at Target unless I absolutely have to. I have not shopped at Target unless I've absolutely had to. Yep, I had Walmart Plus too, and I canceled them. Yep, I canceled mine too. Shiny King, I had an account too with the Walmart Plus, where you can get stuff delivered if you don't want to go into Walmart and deal with the trailer park trash of the day. Yeah, I canceled mine too. And I won't be in there unless I have to. Like, meaning if I travel somewhere and the only thing in proximity is a Walmart or Target, then obviously I'm going to go to Walmart or Target. It's the only thing there. But if there's other options like Safeway or Fred Meyer's or Kroger or Harris Teeter, then I'm probably going to be there, because I do believe Kroger is standing by their DEI practices. And the reason I know Kroger is because Safeway is, and Safeway is a part of Kroger. So Kroger, I think, is keeping DEI policies. Yeah, Tam Leo definitely jump on this. No, Costco staying 10 toes down. They keeping DEI. Costco said they're not getting rid of DEI. There's a lot of companies that said they ain't getting rid of DEI. The ones who are getting rid of it is because they are actually racist. Costco did not change their mind. Costco didn't change their mind. They said because Costco is sticking to their DEI, because Costco has stood by its DEI commitments, they stand by it, their business increased. Oh, you said you're part of it, got your union rep on speed dial? Yeah. So Kroger is keeping their DEI practices. And I know that because literally Safeway is one of the only grocery stores on this damn island. Y'all, let me tell y'all, when I was on this plane and I literally saw that Hawaii was in the middle of the damn ocean, I'm like, hell to the no. Absolutely no. I'm staying nowhere that's in the middle of the ocean. It ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. When I tell y'all I'm out of here as soon as I can be, I promise you I ain't about to sit on no island in the middle of the ocean while they're playing with the sky. Absolutely not. Because they over here chemtrailing this guy to hell, and eventually they gonna cause this water to rise up, and I'm not trying to be nowhere in the middle of the ocean. Absolutely not. I did not know that Hawaii was sitting in the middle of the ocean. Absolutely not. I promise you I'm getting off this damn island. I don't play with water like that. I don't play with water like that. Yeah, I'm in a paradise until that ocean decides they want to rise up. Then what you go do? Because I'm telling you, Hawaii is done for. If that ocean decides to act up, Hawaii is done for. All of it. Like, it's literally right in the middle of the ocean. It ain't gonna happen. I thought it was on the edge of the ocean, girl. I thought it was on the edge of the ocean. I didn't think it was sitting right in the middle of it. Pearl Harbor, but I didn't read into it. I didn't study it, but I've heard about Pearl Harbor several times. I don't fully know the story, but no. Oh, absolutely not. I'm gonna move off this damn island. Ain't no way. I'm not sitting in the middle of the ocean. Absolutely not. And I found that out literally just coming back this time. I'm like, hell to the no. Absolutely not. Y'all got me sitting in the middle of the ocean. Now, I like the ocean, but I don't want to be sitting in the middle of it. Absolutely not. So I'm getting out of it. It just is what it is. But y'all, I have to get off of here. I am. They done set up here and tricked me. They said there is about to be another major earthquake soon, too. There was an earthquake here. How do you have an earthquake when you're in the middle of the ocean? But there was an earthquake here. I felt it. Yeah, no, the edges are. I thought that this was on the edge. I had no idea that this was sitting in the middle of the ocean. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I tell y'all every day I live in fear now, so now every day I'm living in fear because I'm in the middle of the ocean. And I'm like, okay, when is this ocean going to decide to just rise up and swallow this island? I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I promise y'all that there's just no way. There's no way I would be here if I knew it was sitting comfortably in the middle of the ocean. They're on a fault line. The tectonic plates are moving. And yeah, you don't make me run up off this island today because it's like I don't play with water. Like I don't play with the ocean. I do not play with the ocean. Yeah, China King said eventually, especially with the climate going to shit. Yeah, because they over here playing with the sky. Yeah, I don't know, Sunnyside, but there was an earthquake here. Look it up. There was an earthquake here like a month or so ago. I felt it. I know I did. I felt it. Yeah, it's super expensive. And now I know why. Because you gotta go to the middle of the ocean to access it. That's why it's super expensive. Because you're in the middle of the ocean. Like, I ain't got time. I'm leaving. I'm leaving because I'm leaving. Yeah, of course it's gonna be expensive. When you gotta take everything to the damn middle of the ocean, we might as well be in the Bermuda Triangle as far as I'm concerned. I saw that video on Dr. Umar that Tanya did. I have to watch it though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna move for real. Yeah, and don't nobody swim good enough to be in the middle of the ocean, as far as I'm concerned. Ain't nobody. To me, there is no middle of the ocean swimmer. So look, I know there's surfers out there. Y'all can do that if y'all want to. They can do all of that if they want to. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm leaving. But anyway, I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, y'all, and then what else am I gonna do? I might write because I didn't write tomorrow. I didn't write last night, so I might write. Yeah, I think I'm gonna write. Yeah, I'm gonna watch an episode of Charmed and then I'm gonna write. So I'll see y'all later. Tomorrow we do got a pre-recorded video because I don't know if y'all let me know if y'all think I should go live on YouTube. I might just give y'all a pre-recorded video. I don't know if I want to go live on YouTube, but I might. Tomorrow is our YouTube live day. I'll let y'all decide what we do. I'm gonna because even if I go live on YouTube, I'm only gonna do an hour and a half because I don't even feel like being on YouTube, to be honest. But I am going to let y'all decide what we do. If y'all want a pre-recorded video or if y'all want me to go live on YouTube, y'all can choose that because, to be honest, I don't really care. Yeah. See, the thing about pre-recorded long form pre-recorded videos take too long to edit. That's why I don't. They take too many hours to edit. Like if I have to keep the video under 30 minutes in order to get it to you in a timely manner. The editing is just too much. Brooklyn, you said what will be the topic? I don't know. I'll figure out one. I'm sure something will come up. I'm sure something's gonna come up. I just don't know how the topic now. Sunnyside, you said you always want to go live. I mean, we can. I'll do it for y'all. I'm just saying I don't really feel like being live on YouTube, but I'll do it if y'all want me to. I will. If y'all prefer live stream on YouTube, then we'll do that. And if y'all prefer pre-recorded video, then we'll do a pre-recorded video, but it's probably not going to be longer than 25 minutes. Yeah, the editing, Tanya, the editing is trash. Like, y'all don't even understand how much I end up cutting out of these videos just because of the editing takes too long. Just because of the amount of time it takes to edit, I be cutting like huge chunks out of the videos because it just takes, like, with the live stream, you get more of the actual content than the pre-recorded video, because if the editing starts taking too long, then I just start chopping the video down. And then you don't really get as much of the content, because even with the video that we posted yesterday, I had to cut a lot out of that video because the editing just started taking way too long. It was like, because you can be sitting there for 3-4 hours easily just editing one 30-minute video. Like it takes so much time to edit. Like it really does. I'm gonna put an actual poll in Patreon. So like I see some of y'all saying it now, but to gauge the majority, I have to do a poll. So I'll put a poll on there. It wouldn't be a private live stream because I honestly don't want to go live tomorrow. So it wouldn't be a private live stream. It would be, because tomorrow is the YouTube live day. Because I know some of y'all really actually like the live streams on YouTube. I know some of y'all do. Yeah, I know y'all like some of the live streams on YouTube where you can interact with the chat. There's a lot more people. So I'm fine with doing a YouTube live, even though I don't want to be live, I'll do it if that's what y'all vote for. If y'all vote for live, then I'm gonna go live. No, glowing, it's fine. It's fine if that's what y'all want, because y'all are the ones who get to control the content. So if you want me to go live, to be honest, I didn't feel like being live today. So I didn't even feel like being live today. So there's multiple days where I don't feel like being live, and I do them anyway. But yeah, it's whatever y'all want. Y'all, if y'all want a YouTube live, then you'll get one. But I'm going to jump off of here and I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and I'll put the poll up so y'all can tell me. Don't vote based on what I'm saying that I feel like doing. Don't vote based on my feelings, because my feelings can change. I don't feel like going live right now, but by tomorrow I might feel like going live. So don't vote both based on my feelings. Don't vote based on my feelings. Vote based on what you want. Vote based on what you prefer, because my feelings are probably going to change by tomorrow. I'm saying I don't feel like it now because I'm hungry and I need to throw this leg up and I need to elevate my leg right now. That's the thing I need to do. I need to go eat and elevate my leg. I don't feel like it. Hello Kitty, right now I'm just going by my feelings right now. But tomorrow my feelings could change. So that's why I'm saying disregard my feelings. Disregard my feelings and just vote based on what you actually want. But I'll put that on there. When I put the poll, I'm going to tell y'all to disregard how I'm feeling and just vote based on what you want. So I'm going to go get some food and I'll see y'all later. Bye. I hope y'all have a really, really good day. Try to not let the current political climate bother you. I know it's hard. Like, it's hard for me too. It's hard for me to deal with the current political climate, but try to not let it bother you too much, because a lot of this is out of our control. But I'll see y'all later, and maybe we can talk about the political climate tomorrow. We'll talk about something. But I'll see y'all later. Bye.